Hi, I'm Donna Deaven. I live in Mechanicsburg. I conduct the Keystone Concert Band, and I also work third shift cashier at Walmart in Mechanicsburg. I actually came to McBick because several people recommended it to me, and I went online and looked at the website and felt that the church spoke to me and to where I was spiritually at the time. And then when I came to the first service, we had baptisms. The first service, that was July 4th, and I was really inspired by that. 6 people giving their lives over to Jesus. And I just felt really at home here, and I felt the presence of the Lord very strongly here. I was saved in October 1989, but was unable to do anything with it at the time. And then in May of this year, God came back into my life. He was ready for me, and I believe I was ready for him. I had been making changes in my life, and he came and rescued me from a wretched existence. It was in the middle of the night. It must have been around 3 o'clock in the morning, and I was up by myself on the front end, and I was stocking the impulse buys on the register, and all of a sudden, I just heard God's voice in my head. And he specifically said that he called me to be a conductor. And I was a little confused by that because I was already a conductor, but I kind of ignored it at the moment because I was busy. I had customers, but by morning I knew that this was something to go with. And I started telling people this, and a few days later somebody gave me a Bible, and I started reading the Bible and praying every day, and God and I have now formed a relationship. We talk every day. I felt such joy in my life since God came back into my life. As I said before, he saved me from a wretched existence. He's working very hard with me to take fear and anxiety and worry out of my life. One of the most amazing things that he did, though, is he took all my anger. It's just amazing. I feel such joy and such peace. And he's working on a lot of strongholds in my life to get rid of strongholds. And he's also called me to the ministry. And I feel honored and privileged to be able to serve God in this manner. About a month ago, I was reading a magazine article about this woman that started a program where she would minister to elderly people and go to their homes, help them with their taxes, take them to the doctor, just provide companionship. And I'm like, wow. And as I read the article, I realized that God was calling me to do that as part of my ministry. And so about a week or so later, in my big mailbox, here comes a communique from Cheryl Patterson about this Bridges of Love. And I thought, wow, how about that? God's working there. He wants me to do this. So I signed up for that and went to the meeting the other night. And I haven't yet to receive an assignment, but I'm looking forward to being able to minister to the elderly people in our congregation. Well, I just want to celebrate the fact that God's come back into my life, and now that I have a relationship with God and with Jesus. And I just want to celebrate that with my friends and family. How sweet the sound that